So what is up, Taurus? Welcome back to TarotSaytions. I am Saida, and we are getting ready to jump into your weekly tarot reading. So I do have a pre-shuffle here just to take our time to really meditate so that we could get right to the point. But before we get into this video, let me just give a big shout out to my subscribers. Thank you all so much for your love and support. You know I heart you back. If you are new here, thank you for tuning in. I hope you receive what you came to get. And if you feel led to, then sub to the channel or hit that follow button. All right, guys. So you could be single, married, or divorced. It's very general, but anything could come out. So if something resonates, please, you know what to do. Yeah, but I will let you know that it's been a lot of all of the readings so far, and you guys are my 11th reading. I only have one more to do. Have been about connections, relationships. So that's just a high energy for this week, for the whole collective, for everybody. All right, so let's see what y'all got going on. Starting out with your energy. We do have victim here, so it could be feeling emotionally manipulated or played. Why, I don't know, but completion here with something that you created. I feel like by this being on the bottom, okay, there's something that you put some time and effort into, whether you did this by yourself or whether this was like you and someone else or a team, okay? But I definitely feel like you felt played by the situation, like people didn't have good intentions. All right, now when I clarified it, I got the same thing, which was the Five of Pentacles. So this is feeling alone. This is feeling abandoned, out in the cold by yourself. And then on the bottom, the Ten of Swords, which is the ultimate betrayal, feeling backstabbed and all in your head about it. Very much broken down at an end. The tens are ending. Now, Queen of Pentacles represents your energy, I feel like, unless you are dealing with another earth sign. This is you, feeling alone, feeling left out in the cold. Now, I will say this could be vice versa. You could have done this to somebody that could be feeling this way, but I feel like this is something that still affects you very closely for it to be coming up in your energy. All right. So let's see what the challenges are. Hold on real quick. All right. So for the challenges, we do have Bye Felicia. And on the bottom, we have Love Bombing. So Bye Felicia, peaching out. Thank you next. Leaving and not caring. And then for Love Bombing, overly attentive, showered with affection for personal gain. So you may have it's giving you may have a challenge saying no to people or taking no. You know, somebody might be telling you no. Somebody could be wanting to leave a situation. Somebody's trying to hold on to them. But this is a challenge for you. Now, I don't know what role you play in this story. You could be the leaver. You could be, you know, the one doing the love bombing. But that's what's taking place. Now, this could be a relationship. This could also be a job. Okay, it's either or. The next challenge we have is the cleanse. Detox, rid of negativity, and purification. Okay, that's a challenge for you. I feel like you are trying to get rid of something or take out the trash. On the bottom, we do have SOS, distress, act with urgency, assistance needed. So this is something I feel that you know needs to be done as soon as possible. This situation needs to be handled. You could be procrastinating. You could be delaying making a decision. But whatever it is, I feel like it could be toxic because you're having a challenge with the cleanse. So we're getting ready to clarify. But I will say your good news is lucky break. That's good. All right, good fortune, good things coming, turning point. And on the bottom, lipstick, evidence, infidelity, caught cheating, or betrayal. Now, even though it says those things, this could, it just makes me feel like it doesn't even have to be about a relationship. It could just be that you find out some information about anything. Okay, there's proof here. But it's still good news, though. So it's good news that you find out about some type of betrayal. That's what I'll say. Whether this is a connection or whether this is work. All right, so we're getting ready to clarify. On the bottom, we do have fuego. So it's giving very much a connection, possibly even a long-term relationship or marriage. To clarify Bye Felicia and Love Bombing, let's see. Why is the Bye Felicia here? All right, so somebody's heartbroken here. We have Three of Swords coming out. There's some type of painful situation, dynamic, okay? Queen of Wands is on the bottom. So Aries could be involved, but Leo could be involved. This could also be considered like a side chick or a side person. I ain't gonna say chick. It could be a male or a female, but like a side person. So somebody could be leaving because they are, you know, in a third party situation and, you know, somebody finds out, okay, you did this, you did that, and they leave. Or say there is no third party situation at all. Just say there is you and an individual, some type of connection here, Taurus, and somebody is leaving. It may not be leaving because of infidelity, but you know, it could be. It's out here on the table, so we'll see what happens. Now on the top, we do have the High Priestess. So this is like intuitive nudges. Okay, I feel like you know or felt this or like had a pre-notion that something will be happening here. However this resonates for you if this is your story, Taurus. I feel like you definitely took some time to yourself. Maybe you didn't pour in as much. Somebody was holding back here. Okay, so let's see what's going on here with the Queen of Wands. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, I definitely feel like she is who moves forward. Okay, Cancer energy is here, but Queen of Wands moves forward. Three of Pentacles is here. So this is definitely somebody that you working with, connected to in some type of way. Yeah, even invested. Okay, so it could be a business partner. It could be a family business as well. It could be a husband or a wife situation because 7 and 3 is 10 of Pentacles because we got the 7 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. We also have 3 of Swords. So we definitely have a few, at least 2 relationships. Okay, relationship dynamics of some sort. 2 different connections is what I'm picking up off of this. All right, so somebody's heartbroken and somebody decides to move on. Okay, love bombing here. Knight of Wands. So whoever the person is that is not stable, or whatever the situation is that isn't stable, that is now, you know, the situation that comes back up. So say if it's a job, now they're like trying to offer you a raise, give you, but yeah, like offer you a raise, give you a promotion. If it's a person, and of course, you know, they're trying to do things to, you know, get on your good side. Now this is somebody from your past. Okay, it could be a Sagittarius, or it could just be somebody who's very impulsive. You know, they could be fun, but they're not dependable. You definitely had to make a judgment call here, though. Okay, a Scorpio could also be significant. Yeah, you had to make a judgment call about this Knight of Wands. Yeah, somebody's like rushing in to like try to get you to stay. 6 of Cups coming out again. Yeah, somebody's rushing in to get you to stay. And we have you over here disconnecting, walking away. So even if you were to stay, you wouldn't care. Like, who wants that? So 6 and 8 is 14, and 1 and 4 is 5. 5 of Cups is loss and grief and sadness. Yeah. So this could have been a situation, Taurus, that already happened. This could be the aftermath. You could be triggered. It could be coming back up, or it could be jumping off this week, okay? But I feel like this is more of aftermath because, yeah, it's like a lot of things happening, a lot of moving and walking away, like something has already occurred. But all right, take it as it applies. Now for the cleanse, we have, what's here for the cleanse? Thank you. Yeah, holding back, protecting yourself, okay? The little bit of sanity you have, the little bit of peace you have, the little bit of love you have. It's like, let me protect myself. So you're pulling back from this situation or this person. Knight of Pentacles here. So I see you slowly doing this. Something took too long. Something was kind of being drugged out. And I felt like I said earlier, you knew kind of that this would come to some type of, not the best ending, I'll say that. So, yeah. Fool here with Aquarius energy. But yeah, you're definitely holding on, protecting yourself, holding back to protect yourself. Okay. And this could be how you are feeling emotionally. You could be holding back feelings. You could be holding back, yeah, Ace of Cups here. Holding back feelings. Being very careful with who you give your feelings to, who you invest in. This could be lovers. This could be family. But yeah, it's definitely about your feelings here with the Ace of Cups and knowing who, what, and where to invest your time, energy, and feelings into. I think it's just a lesson about people in general, regardless of who it is. All right, let's see. What's SOS? What's the stress and energy here? What's this? Because that judgment call has to be made. Yeah, you know it's something that you have to do, something that you need to get rid of. Okay? If you want your wishes fulfilled, 9 of Cups here, or maybe your wishes are being fulfilled. This could be like a surface pleasure. Like, you know, well, I'm not getting what I need, but at least I'm getting this. It's like being breadcrumb, and almost like, you know, for somebody specifically, almost like that little bit of whatever means more than, I don't know, like stability or, yeah, stability. It's like choosing a fun time because it feels so much better than being stable and bored. Okay. Anyway, yeah, you know you need to get rid of something. You kind of worried about this, or either you are doing it and now the other person or whoever is involved with the situation, they a little worried. I'm gonna say a little bit worried. They're saying SOS. Somebody is panicking, really. All right, so let's see for good news with Lucky Break. Let's see. Lucky Break here for the good news. What is the good news? What is the Lucky Break? I feel like after this lipstick evidence, after the betrayal, that's why I said the aftermath. Yeah, that's why it happened. So now there's something lucky here happening. The Emperor. We have Aries energy. Okay, Fallen. Now, this is basically getting back into your power. Okay, now somebody could come in to do something for you or to even assist you, and, you know, you get this lucky break. Or this could be you, a one-man show, doing what you need to do to take back control of the situation. All right, 6 of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, you're taking control. I think this is what you're doing. 9 of Pentacles on the top. So it could be back to single. Independent. That's what it is. Your lucky break is you get back in the driver's seat of your own life. And you're able to, you know, navigate and move how you need to move without, I'll say move forward. Doing whatever you want to do. Clarify this Emperor. 2 of Wands. Yeah, because there is a new start, a fresh 2 paths, most likely, that you could take. 2 fresh paths you could take. You could walk through the door of a new journey, a new opportunity here. But it's in reverse. So maybe you are unsure of which way to go. Maybe you are just not even ready to go anywhere. Yeah, it seems like you're still dealing with the Tower situation. Scorpio there once again. Page of Swords. Yeah, still a little curious about a situation. Like, it's giving holding on. You holding on with your guard up. But like I said, with this being a lucky break, you need to know that something does happen here. Whatever the delay was, whatever happened with the Tower, I definitely feel like you get a yeah, somebody's watching you. This Page of Swords keeps coming out. I feel like you do get what you want. Something happens for you, but maybe it's not what you thought it would be. Okay, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. If you need a personal reading, Taurus, the information will be below in the description box. Yeah, we got major arcanas. We have the Emperor with the lucky break. We have strength here that's coming out. And on the bottom, we have the High Priestess. So you're going to get spiritual help, too. Now, you could be getting spiritual help, meaning that, you know, God, the universe, whatever your belief is, higher power sends some physical help to you. Or this could be you tapping in and, you know, into your own inner strength through spiritual help, spiritual wisdom, spiritual guidance. Yeah, Leo is here, Aries is here. But you got to tap in intuitively anyway. Somebody's very curious about you. That Page of Swords came up 4 times. Yeah, somebody's watching you. So know that. The Hangman here. There may be some delays. There may be some blockages. Maybe you need to pause and reflect and, you know, set some boundaries here, Taurus. But just know that there is something on the way good for you. All right, let's go ahead and get a, let's pull from this deck. Get some support. Something you can actually be doing, exercising this week to help you have a smooth week. And it says keep your self-worth in mind. Okay, so there is no one exactly like me. My inner qualities are priceless. Knowing how valuable you are so that you don't settle. That's what I'm picking up on. Yeah. Don't settle. Look at that. Spontaneity. Being spontaneous. I am ready for anything. I will not let routine deprive me of new experiences. Spontaneous. You don't have to stay stuck in a situation or something that isn't growing or progressing. Okay, Taurus, let's get some spiritual advice, and I want to let you guys go. Spiritual advice for the favor of the Taurus, please, and thank you. Joy, be happy. Transform on the bottom. I feel like you're already going through the transformation. But be happy. Focus on your self-worth. Focus on yourself, period. And it says this angel reminds you that when we choose happy thoughts and set intentions to live joyfully, we are setting ourselves up for success and contentment in all areas of our lives. Choose happy thoughts. So the affirmation is, when I feel happy, I manifest more reasons to be happy. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. So don't worry, be happy. Keep your self-worth at the front line when making decisions. Even when you feel like you were triggered or tested, you already know what it is and you know what to do. All right, so that is what I have for you. Have a good week, Taurus. Sending you light, love, positive vibes, much abundance as always. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.